Today, we're going to debunk the most common home buying myths that you need to unlearn right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's dive into it. The first myth is you need 20% down payment. Well, the truth is there are many loan types with low down payment options, such as FHA, USDA, VA, and some specialty programs that your city may be offering. Just remember, putting down less than 20% may require private mortgage insurance, but it's not always a bad thing. The next myth is your pre-approval rate is the rate you'll get when you close. In reality, interest rates adjust on a daily basis and can only be locked in once you sign a purchase agreement and it gets accepted. So your actual rate may be different from the time you got your pre-approval rate. The next myth is you should wait to buy a home when prices are lower. The fact is there's no guarantee prices will fall and continue falling, and waiting could mean missing out on years of equity building and price appreciation and principal paydown. What about renting? Because oftentimes buying and renting are compared. While owning a home can be an appreciating asset, renting can sometimes be cheaper, and home prices don't always increase in a straight line, but on average, historically, home prices typically do increase. The next myth is finding a home before you get your pre-approval. In actuality, getting pre-approved or pre-qualified before your house hunting is a smarter move. It gives you a clear idea of how much you can borrow and helps you avoid falling in love with homes outside your budget or missing the boat on being able to write an offer. The next myth is buying a fixer-upper and it might save you money. The truth is, fixer-uppers often have major hidden issues that can be a costly fix. While you may end up with a home you love, you might not save money in the long run. Should you only talk to one lender? Well, it's a myth to only talk to one person and feel obligated to working with them. A pre-approval is just the starting point. You're free to shop around for a lender that offers you competitive rates and the products that fit your needs the most. Now, just because you talk to one lender and you find a product that fits now, as you start your search and you realize you're looking in different areas or different property types, you might actually be a better fit for maybe working with another lender. Not finding that 10 out of 10 home? Well, it's a myth to believe you can find your forever home with your first purchase. Waiting for your dream home could mean missing out on years of equity and price appreciation and principal paydown and security for your family. Consider buying a starter home and trading up later in what we call a move-up purchase and sale. Should you get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage? Is that the most common product? Even if it is, it's a myth to believe that that's the only loan type you should get. Adjustable rate mortgages can sometimes save you thousands of dollars in interest over the life of the loan. Depending on the rate movements, they're worth considering for some borrowers. And if you're planning on paying early payments to pay off the principal, it might actually make sense for you. Do you have student loans and concern that it's going to affect your debt to income ratios? Well, student loans aren't an automatic barrier, and it's a myth to believe you cannot afford a home if you have student loans. They're just another form of debt that's part of your debt to income ratio calculation. Many people have student loans and a mortgage at the same time. In competitive markets, you might believe you have to pay at or above listing price, and that is definitely a myth. Home prices are often negotiated with offers and counteroffers until both parties agree. Always ask your agent for comparable sales data to make a competitive offer. At times, we can't guess what people are going to list their homes for. So it's a myth to believe that everything is priced appropriately because sometimes people overprice their homes. You might have imperfect credit, and it's a myth that you cannot buy a home. The truth is, there are good home loans and attractive rates available for people with less than perfect credit, as well as those with good credit. Just remember to establish a positive credit history and use credit responsibly. And make sure you talk to us as your agents and also your lenders to see how you can show that trajectory of improvement. The final myth is about seasonality. Should you buy it during the summer, during the spring, during the fall, or winter? And some people might even believe the fall and winter are bad times to actually buy a home. In reality, these seasons can be advantageous for you as a home buyer. While spring is often called the home buying season, that's when most properties make the biggest improvements in prices. And there's no rule that says you have to buy during a time that is increasing in value for it to be a good time. In fact, you have more choices in our local area if you search during the fall and winter months. And there you have it. home buying myths debunked. Remember that knowledge is power and your future homeowner self will thank you for it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, reach out to us with specific questions. We're here to help you, and see you on the next video.